This afternoon, it's the San Diego Padres taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready to go now. Luis Arraez stands in. Fastball in for a strike, and we're off and rolling in Tampa Bay. And a curve misses outside.
1-1.
On the ground right side. And an easy out to start the game. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, this is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0-2. Come on, Sugar Shane. That's a ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Padres down in order. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Yandy Diaz, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And a foul ball. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike three.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Lau at the plate, and that's in for a strike. And that's in the
That's
dirt.
low. That's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Kicks and deals. And that's downstairs and outside.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
2 outs. Inside, and that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. And it's fouled away. Caminero off of first with 2 away. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground at first. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. The Rays strand just the 1, scoreless after 1. Back now in Tampa Bay. Second inning set to go. And now Manny Machado. McClanahan back to work. And Manny gets a piece.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. In for a strike. It's 0-1. McClanahan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Second inning here, no score. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, But we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Next offering upstairs. Foul ball. Next pitch misses inside. 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
High fly ball out to center field. DeLuca makes the grab. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And we're back. Danny Jansen to hit here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Let's go, Danny.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. On the ground, right side. And it stays fair.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. He was late there, strike 1. Jansen gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss.
1 and 2.
Throw to second. Out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Left field. Makes the catch. That's out number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Jose Caballero. And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis. And that'll do it. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Connor Joe. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-1. And that one missing
That's
low. Swings and misses. And now 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The other way, and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. Just missed.
Ball.
And another ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next pitch downstairs. And now 3-0. And that one is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
There's a swing and a drive. DeLuca going back. And it's off the wall. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now it's Elias Diaz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And that misses. Ball 1. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Check swing, called strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Grounded out his first time up. In the air, left field. Makes the grab for the second out.
Well, it was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's 0 for 1.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
There's the strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That misses.
1-2.
Now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
As we go to the last of the third, here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So up next, Johnny DeLuca. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Darvish kicks delivers. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good eye in that spot.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Yandy Diaz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Yandy Diaz now struck out looking at his first at-bat.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Palacios on second. DeLuca on at first with nobody out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Grounded to third. Could be 2. On to Cronenworth. And he can't come up with it.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
And now it's Brandon Lau. Struck out swinging his first time. Tap foul at the plate. First and third, 1 down. The 0-2 spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Darvish delivers. That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And now the count is even. Runners at the corners, 1 away here in the last half of the third. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So digging in, Junior Caminero walked his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. fouled off. He was late. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Diaz on to first, and they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning.
Couple of strikeouts.
On to the fourth. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swinging a foul out of play.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Smoked into left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Manny Machado. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball one low.
1-0.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
3-0.
In for a strike. 3-1. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. Two runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
First and second, no outs. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And a sac bunt here. Caminero. There's one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Fly to center his first time. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And he takes one right on the black. That is strike two. Second and third, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two on, one out. Got him swinging.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Connor Joe, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 2-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
So here's the Padres DH, Tirso Ornelas. Doubled in his first AB. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And downstairs. Next offering away upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's Elias Diaz. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 on, 2 outs. Hit in the air, center field. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Padres 2, the Rays nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom 4, and stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's Jansen to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he takes a strike. You'll 1. And a swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To first, maybe a 2 ball. To second, there's 1. Relay to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Fly to left his first time. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
No balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one wrapped foul. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. Slice the other way and foul. Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home, and he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back now in Tampa Bay. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Luis Arias. McClanahan back to work. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike one.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-2.
Good job to fight that one off. And down on strikes he goes. Strikeout number 8.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone. 0-1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Merrill in the box again, takes a strike. Activity in the pen for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen up and throwing. Rodriguez getting cranked up as well. Here comes the 0-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Padres go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, here's an interesting
No
stat on
strikes.
Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with
That's
more
a ball.
wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Pitch misses there, and the count's full.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Right through there, got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
DeLuca
That's
in the
the
box
ball.
with 1 away as he takes ball
1-0.
1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Back to the top of the lineup. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Fly ball down the line. Joe getting an angle on it. Has room, and he makes the catch. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Drew Rasmussen. Machado leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Cole Sulser getting ready to go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boog. For Bogarts, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had the chance to play in the London Series with the Red Sox in 2019 and in the Mexico City Series with the Padres in 2023.
And a knee-high strike to Xander Bogaerts. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. And then
That's low.
skips
That's
into
a ball.
there. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field.
Foul.
And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. So K marks the at-bat for X. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Padres 2, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lowe. Down and away for ball 1.
1-0.
Rip towards third. Machado throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. He is struck out and he is walked. Just missed.
That's low.
And misses inside. The Rays down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Just off the outside edge. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here is Josh Lowe. 1 for 2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
And fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Around third. Relay throw. He'll score easily. And it's a 1-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out. Runner at second. And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. Darvish checks on the runner. And he's back in there.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
First pitch misses. Rays down by a run. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swings through that.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Squirts away a little bit. 2-2. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Low stands at third with one gone to the inning. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Digging in, Jonathan Aranda fires across the diamond, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Rays get an RBI double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Connor Joe. In the air, right field. And that's a foul ball. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And a 1-2. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Struck him out looking. Tirso Ornelas, the next up for the Padres. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled center field. DeLuca has this one sized up. 2 down. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. And a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing. So, man aboard, Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Padres 2, the Rays 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jason Adam.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Matsui, the lefty, warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Got him. Now one away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. And that one fouled off. That's way outside. And the count even 1-1. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. And now the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Next pitch is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Padres 2, the Rays 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edwin Uceta. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Tatis waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Off the mark there.
That's a ball.
And now it's even 1-1.
Just missed
1-1.
with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
In there. And so now 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Rodriguez, the right-hander, also getting loose. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Machado stands in now, looks at that one inside.
1-0.
Pitch misses there,
missed.
and now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. That one missed.
3-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 outs. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They lead it 2-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jeremiah Estrada.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Diaz in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
1 ball, no
bullpen
strike.
action for the Padres. Robert Suarez, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
There might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And stepping in for the Rays, Brandon Lowe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Ball 1, no
down,
strikes.
Hee-haw! 1-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Really
1-2.
going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Outside low, ball 1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Estrada, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball
1-1.
right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Yuki Matsui.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang
0-2.
in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that's in the
1
dirt.
ball, 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. Now at the plate, Danny Jansen, 1 for 3. Ball 1 there. Yeah, that's fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. The Rays with a 2-run homer. Last chance coming up for the Padres. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Cronenworth
Oh, what?
at the plate and takes high there. Right side. Lau. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
He's 2 outs away. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. And ball
That's the ball.
1.
1-1.
Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first. Bogaerts retired.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Last chance for the Padres. Next for the Padres, Connor Joe. Up and in, 1-0.
1-0.
A 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
The Padres down to their final strike. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th.